Well, they did it again. They went and printed another one of these stupid put as many in the deck as you want cards. This time in Foundations, Hare Apparent, 2/2 Rabbit Noble. When it enters, create a number of 1/1 white rabbit creature tokens equal to the number of other creatures you control, named Hare Apparent. The deck can have any number of cards named Hare Apparent. Well, we're going to cram as many of Hare Apparents as we can into a deck, and we're going to try to double up all the tokens, and we're going to try to absolutely break this stupid, stupid card. Join us, won't you? Welcome to the Attic Mana Dad here. It's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. On Arena today, Brawl with Hare Apparent. That's right. We're playing 20 Hare Apparents, and I had to pick a commander that would go well with Hare Apparents. And of course, we have Ojer Taq available. 6/6 Vigilance. If one or more creature tokens would be created under your control, 3 times that many of those tokens are created instead. When it dies, return to the battlefield tapped and transformed under its owner's control. Okay, so 1 out of every 5 cards is a Hare Apparent. What else have we got in the deck? Well, let me show you. We got a bunch of removal. Not a lot to call out except case of the Gateway Express. It's going to deal equal to the number of creatures we control. So we're going to hopefully have a ton of creatures. And then when we attack with 3 or more, it's going to flip. And then all those creatures are going to get a buff, which is nice. And we have stuff like Covert Takedown that deals damage equal to the number of creatures, and Thraben Charm, which deals damage equal to twice the number of creatures. We're going to want to protect all our little rabbits. So we got Brave the Elements, Skrelv, Surge of Salvation, Teferi's Protection. A little bit of ramp here. Heraldic Banner is going to buff our team in addition to ramping. And there are many ways to buff the team in the deck. We've got Requisition Raid, which has a mode, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature target player controls. Of course, we got Valley Quest Caller, which makes all our rabbits get +1/+1. Warren Elder, which is just late in the game. We can pump some mana into that. It's a rabbit itself. Flowering of the White Tree. All creatures are going to get +1/+1. Legendary creatures get +2/+1. Collective Effort has a mode, +1/+1 counter on each creature a player controls, as well as being able to blow up creatures and enchantments. In the Trenches is an Anthem effect that has a little bit of removal to it. We got an Overrun effect here that has a bonus for when we control a rabbit. McKindy is a land that overruns. Virtue of Loyalty can put a +1/+1 counter on everything and untap them. And then a new card here from Foundations, Banner of Kinship. We're going to choose Rabbit, and then rabbits will get +1/+1 for each counter on the artifact, which hopefully there will be a lot of. And Porcelain Gallery can also do some nasty stuff here with the Porcelain Gallery side. Creatures you control have base power and toughness, each equal to the number of creatures you control. Now, let's say opponent wipes us. We have Raise the Past. This is also a new card in Foundations. We're going to return all those little rabbits from the graveyard to the battlefield. That'll be pretty good. We could Rally the Ancestors, but then we'd have to exile them after a turn. That's not as good. And then we have Ascend from Avernus, which is a way to do it as well. Did I mention this deck is completely EDH legal? So hopefully, if you like it, you can play it in your Commander games. On the rabbit front here, we just got a Hinterland Sanctifier, just gain life as we make all these rabbits. Hop to it is such a good deal. 3 mana, 3 rabbits. And of course, we like tokens because when we play tokens with Caretaker's Talent, we're going to draw cards. With Delny, we're going to draw cards. If we can get more than 1 rabbit a turn here, we're going to draw cards with Harvest Right Host, draw cards with Enduring Innocence, double up the tokens with Anointed Procession, and draw a bunch of cards with Knight Errant of Eos, draw a bunch of cards, and buff up our team with Vanquisher's Banner. And in the board wipe section, have some kind of fun board wipes for this deck. We can do Split Up to try and kill only our opponent's side for 3 mana. That's pretty cool and decently new here from Duskmourn. Battle of Bywater is going to blow up all the big creatures and keep our small creatures around. We can settle the wreckage if we get a big attack from opponent. And White Sun's Twilight can also just be a win the game late in the game. In the mana based, all kinds of fun stuff here. Cavern of Souls, so our rabbits can't be countered. Blast Zone, so we can blow up or whatever. Mutavault can turn into a rabbit. Fountain Port makes tokens, which is useful with many things. We got Nykthos Shrine to Nyx and 3-Tree City for like maybe some crazy ramp. Who knows? Tarnation Vista maybe can get some crazy ramp for each color among monocolored permanents we control. Oh, I guess maybe that doesn't even work. Let's just take that out and put it in a planes. Read the card explains the card, Mana Dad. All right. Mirex. Yeah, you get the idea. Field of Ruin, Demolition Field, clean up opponent's lands. That's the deck. Deck list in the description. It is EDH legal, or so I believe. Leave a comment if it's not, and we'll adjust the deck list for people who like to play in paper. But we're playing in Brawl on Arena, and these cards are all available on Arena. Don't you could probably do a budget version of this deck with more rabbits. You just put in a Hare Apparent instead of any rares you don't have. But we'll be back at the end to talk more about that. But let's see the Hare Apparents in action.
Hey, it's me, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Actually, haunting and overlording are just my hobbies. My day job is managing the YouTube algorithm. I try to make sure lots of negative, conspiracy-laden clickbait shows up in your feed. You know, nightmare fuel. Whatever you do, don't like, comment, or elder gods forbid, subscribe to a channel like this one, okay? We don't need your feed filled up with people who genuinely enjoy playing Magic like this so-called Mana Dad. He puts deck lists and other useful links in the description. He even shows real win rate stats at the end of the videos. Yikes. Clicking on positive, helpful videos takes away from the time I could be spending haunting woods or putting my friend Writhing Chrysalis into draft boosters. But you don't have to take it from me. 9 out of 10 players who want to unban grief agree. Now let's see. What is your racist uncle clicking on today? He has impeccable taste. Let me send some of those videos your way.
Try to post a Brawl deck every week or two. That's your thing. Consider hitting that subscribe. At least hit the thumbs up and encourage YouTube algorithm to send more Brawl videos to more people. Chromium, the Mutable. What is this? Oh my goodness. Okay. That's a classic. 7/7, can't be countered, flying, discard a card, becomes a 1/1, loses all abilities and gains hexproof. Okay. That'll be pretty crazy. Oh, why did I hit keep? I guess because we got Arcane Signet. We got Kabir Takedown, and we got Plains. So, yeah. The Plains. Ups. Scries 1, draws 1. What they scried to, okay. Field of Ruin. We can Arcane Signet, or it could be some kind of counterspell deck. They look like they're pretty tuned if they're running Bloodstain Mire. Well, actually, why don't we just make them counter a Hare Apparent? We'll let them know what kind of deck we are right from the get-go here. Crack the Bloodstained. No big deal, opponent's just a 2/2 for 2. No biggie. The Prismatic Ending, okay. If you want to spend all your hard-earned removal on the Hare Apparents, be my guest. Now, there's a possibility while they had shields down in terms of counterspells, we should have tried to sneak in. Anybody who's playing a can't be countered commander, you gotta suspect they might be a counterspell deck. Well, let's see if we can do another Hare Apparent. Resolves. I think I'll do a tap land. Skrelv might not resolve. Nope, it did. And they get lost Hare Apparent. Okay. Ground in the Lock Skrell. Okay, opponent is playing Removal Tribal. We are in a bit of a pickle now because we don't have that back on top of their deck. Well, let's try to get the commander down. Counter spell. Get back in the command zone. And attempt to play Hare Apparent. Resolves. Attempt to play Caretaker's Talent. Resolves. Target Hare Apparent. Get a 3-tree city. Naming Rabbit. And make use of these map tokens. Cavern of Souls, that's pretty good. Do we name Rabbit or God? No opponent just wants to destroy the Hare Apparents as fast as they can. Prismatic ending that, which is annoying. I guess be able to cast our commander. Back for 2. And make 3 toys. Oh! Yes, I forgot about that. That's cool. What if we played a Delny? Is that gonna get countered? And attack again? Oh, Chromium has flash. Right. Well, what's the sorcery speed? What we got here? This is sorcery speed as well. Well, okay. Guess we're losing our commander. It does just go turn into a land. I don't have anything to destroy here. We could put a +1/+1 counter on everything. I wonder if they'd probably run board wipes. I think just hitting with the gallery. Yeah. They're toast! Hares Apparents win, but we didn't actually get to go off with the hares. So let's keep recording. Ooh, up against Progenitus! I've been curious about making a Progenitus deck. And we'll take a free mulligan because we don't have very much land. That's better. Playing a Hinterland Sanctifier. Okay. Sheffit-Doom, I guess? I don't know. Need some life. Take 0 tokens. Do we need more Hare Apparents? That's the question, I think. Plays a tap land. They are just fine. We're chilling out. Spelunking. Maybe it's a Okay. We don't have much to do here. We can instant speed do that, so I guess, well, let's just do it now. Don't seem like they're going to board wipe. Opponent having no problem hitting land drops. They foretell something. Aha! Hare Apparent. Was it a counterspell they foretold? Whirlwind Denial. Okay. Annoying. We wanted to do our Hare Apparent thing. Kellen's Light Blades, not super relevant yet. Okay, Assassin's Trophy. Hitting that, but that will ramp us, so that's cool. Take action. They take 5, going to 1. And we could ascend from Avernus. But I think we've got this. If they can't wipe the board here, we've got this game in hand. Allred's Epiphany. Sure. But all just extra turn spells from here on out? Nope. Huh. They must have a removal spell. Huh? Tear Asunder. What if I Light Blades my own guy? We could create 1 might? Is that crazy? Might make it a little harder for them to survive. They're 1 mana away from Progenitus. Depopulate, okay. Well, we came here to Hare Apparent. That's right. Thank you, Progenitus, for letting us Hare Apparent. Okay, how do we do? Well, I'm in a bit of a rush, so I only played 3 games, but we won 2 of them, which you saw. 67% win rate. Definitely could, I think, put more Hare Apparents in the deck. And other than that, I really liked Ascend from Avernus. The bring back the hare's ability was pretty nice. I think it's just going to depend on what you get matched up against in Brawl, at least, because if somebody's got a Toon deck, this deck doesn't stand a chance. If they're kind of janking around, also, then I think you can have a fun game like we did against those 2 decks. But the one we lost was a Roxanne Starfall deck that was super tuned, and we never even got to do our hair thing. So, anyways. Thanks for joining me in the attic. I've been Mana Dad, reminding you magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.